Hello. And welcome to my back, the back of my head. I thought I would get a little bit ASMR meta and make a video. Sorry. Make a video of me making a video, if you will. So, what I'm going to do today is edit some of my ASMR work. And what I'm actually going to do is edit some of my Dark Souls playthrough. Oh man, I've got a lot here. What does this look like? Okay, so that's I've got my fingers over the WASD keys as if I'm about to play a video game. So this is bin 7. Alright, so I'm going to delete all of these bins. Bye bye. And in here we still have a sequence. So let's just rename that to part 14. We'll create a new bin and open it and import my media captures. So these are all the captures. Can I just? I'll open all of those. So I'm going to import all of this media into this bin. And let's save the project as Dark Souls ASMR 2. Unlike Final Cut Pro, you in Adobe Premiere you can't, and if you down in the bottom corner here is conforming everything. You can't have separate projects open at once, so I'm gonna have to edit these episodes within separate. Can I duplicate bins? I can. I'll call this and we'll call this one DSPT 14. Okay, and then we will open this up. Okay, we don't need that. And we don't need that. We just need this one. And then just change that to 14 and we're done. And Control and plus will let me zoom in. We can see we've got this here. So I'll set my in point. Dark Souls. Actually, we'll do it here. So I hit I for my endpoint, and then we'll minimize that for now, and we'll open some of these clips. I just want to find out which one is the last one? Hang on. So I'm going to play here. So that's not the last clip. So all I'm doing here is I'm trying to find the clip that denotes the end of this episode. So if you've seen the Dark Souls playthrough, I'll give a wave goodbye at the end. So I'm looking for a clip where I might do that. And I think my character is about to die in this clip. I'm not anywhere near saying goodbye, so let's try again. So, another fight, more fights, and what happens here? I'm raging in these videos. Where's the goodbye? This episode's gonna be far too long. .23 minutes, 22 minutes, 14:14. This is too long. Okay, well that's this is going to be a very long episode. So we'll do these all violet, just so I know that they're for the same episode, and I don't get them mixed up. I mean, this wouldn't be an issue if I could open all my separate projects at the same time, but it just doesn't make sense for me to drag in one set of footage for one episode into one project that's open at a time. It's silly. Okay. Where is this sequence contained? There's the sequence. No, so I want to let's actually drop a clip in first. So we've got our video track selected here, so my output from my viewer to my edit will go onto video track 1, and the audio will go into audio track 1. Left and right will go into audio track 1, so I just want my overwrite. Where's the edit functions for Adobe Premiere? Let's put overwrite here. The sources show that I cancel. Hang on. Alright, so I've deleted my ins and outs, so I just want one in and overwrite. Okay, so this sequence had an out point somewhere. So let's just that's the incorrect clip. Delete that clip, hit in again. So this looks like that. This is the wrong clip as well. Okay, so I'd gotten a bit confused because I had a clip from the old episode in, which I don't now, so let's continue. So I'm testing that the audio works here. So I like to, for these episodes, get the gesture menu open, select the gesture, and then I like to set my in point. First frame after the gesture disappears. And then we've got me running around here. And then let's just check the end. Just checking to see what happens towards the end of this clip. If it cuts, then it's gonna... No, I just appear to be standing there. Okay. So I'm just gonna peel one headphone off. It's gonna be confusing. Okay, so I've got my clip down in the sequence. So if I double click it, I'm now editing the sequence. So I'm gonna go to my audio sequence, and my master audio is already -20, I think, because it's retained the settings from the previous edit that I did, so it should be a lot quieter on this timeline. Let me just check. Yeah. So I try to cap my audio at about -18 dB, -18 decibels at the most. So let's do a default transition here, and we will... No, it's fine, we don't need the audio dissolve to be faster or slower. And then let's see how I feel about the transition for the video being the same as the transition for the episode number. One plays Dark Souls Part 14. It's okay. It's fine. Okay. Let's get rid of my in and outs. I don't need them anymore by hitting Alt and X. So here we are. This clip seems short. It's 39 seconds. Just explaining why there was a cut. Checking for any especially loud sounds that I don't like. Luckily with the gameplay ones, there typically aren't any standout loud sounds that I need to account for. So there's a bit of dead air there, so I'm just gonna get rid of that. Is it? That's fine. Okay. Yeah, like with an unboxing video or something, I might put a lot of markers down to highlight where there's peaked audio, so I can get rid of it later. So yeah, I just seem to stand there for a while. So let's just is there no snapping? Doesn't seem to work. Anyway, or what I can do instead of holding B, actually if I hit R, I might get, yeah, so R is for rolling edit, which doesn't appear to have worked. Why can't I do rolling edits? Was it N for snapping? If I take N off, that doesn't matter. Okay, so forget it. Control Alt V, and I'll just delete that. Normally what you could do is when you hit R you get this symbol, which is supposed to be for rolling edit, which means when you drag it, it'll elongate the clip that is being moved forwards and shorten the clip that's being moved backwards, in whichever direction it is that you're moving. Unfortunately, shift you between cut points. The up and down arrow keys. Okay, next clip is a slight departure from where I was before for some reason. Oh, it's because I'm right at the back. Okay, so yeah, so quite often I have to cut the video when there are sirens of police cars or other emergency vehicles that go by. Sometimes I ignore it, but other times they get really nearby and it gets very loud. Okay, so I'm looking at some item descriptions that try to help explain the law. And here I am joining the Dark Moon Blade Covenant and running around Anolondo. Anolondo. Yeah, that's correct. And I can't get into the building. So let's... And again, another siren, unfortunately. So that clip's fine. I can just go straight down. Just have to be careful, I haven't put the same clip in twice. That's fine. It's quite... the mouse that I use it seems a bit sensitive, so if you kind of click a bit hard or hold your finger down a bit too long, sometimes it can count as a double click, so you can put the same clip down twice. So I just need to be careful that I don't do that. I made a little joke about sirens, as I do. Okay, so let's see what I'm doing here. Fighting some enemies, and I died. And then I'm running around again, and the clip cuts out. So we've got a 23-minute clip at the beginning. So I'm at 31 minutes already, so I'm probably going to trim at the death. So I'm going down the ramp. Okay, I'll cut there. So that'll be my out point. And then I'll F10 it. And then next clip, I'll try and find a good point to cut in again. Oh, well this is the point, obviously. So no need to cut. So right now I say hello and then okay. I don't want to say hello and okay at the beginning of every new clip. So I'm trying to find a moment of silence between the last word I say and the next word I say, so it's not jarring. So okay, so that was pretty clean. That's a pretty clean cut, so let's get on with it. This is me showing off some equipment and doing some more of a Londo. Okay, so we're looking at an hour long video here. Unfortunate. Well, I say unfortunately. It's just a bit. videos are okay, but I mean, they're good for the viewer, but at the same time you feel like, oh man, this is gonna take forever to upload. Yeah, that cut was okay. It's a little bit abrupt, but it's not too bad. Not that anyone's gonna be, watching it. I get very few views on the video game ones. I feel like I've got maybe quite a loyal following for the game ones, but I worry sometimes that it puts off other people from staying subscribed. Oh, I sounded really downtrodden then. So I've got I've got a habit of saying okay so all the time. And the good thing about editing is that when I do say those particular words all the time, I can just trim them out so that I don't instead. So here I am, again working my way through Anolondo, and it looks like I've died again. Hopefully I'm not raging. Let's have a listen. Yeah. What to do? I don't want to have me being salty in the videos. It's not. So let me check how the beginning of the next clip starts. Okay, completely unrelated. No, hang on. So, here. Alright, and then how does this one end? In this bonfire room. And this one is... Jesus, it's 15 minutes. So I need this footage. And I get killed here, and I get killed here, so I will... Yeah, I'm moaning again. Oh dear. Not having a good time, obviously. It's not the best game to play for ASMR purposes, to be honest. It's quite high pressure, high stress. And I'm not a very good loser as it is. Alright, so we'll just leave all that stuff out because it's just me getting pissed off. So I'll leave that. And go on to the next clip where I'm still pissed off, but okay, yeah, there's not really a way for me to lose the clip of me being a bit loser without the video not making sense anymore. As is the case with DSLR recordings, I have it stopped recording and it doesn't let you know that it stopped recording, so I lost a bunch of footage. Or I was just editing the video and talking whilst the camera had stopped rolling. Um, yeah, so I've added the rest of the clips to this episode, and now I just need to fade out. And rather than add a transition, I like there to be some blackened silence for a while at the end of my video, so it doesn't just kind of cut as soon as you lose video and audio. It stops. I like there to be a little bit of black at the end, just as like a little tail off. So what I'll do instead is I'm going to hit P for pen, so that I can add markers. I'm going to hit actually hold control and hit the plus symbol to zoom in. And then there are lines that you probably can't see on the video track and on the audio track, and I'm going to click on them with the pen tool enabled. Play forward a little bit more, and just as I hit my standing position is where I want it to go completely black. So I'm going to have my out points there. Then I'm going to hit A to go back to arrow, and I'm going to drag this keyframe for the audio so that the audio completely mutes ever so slightly earlier than the video goes to complete darkness. And then I'm just going to leave this segment at the end on as the I don't know why there's extra tracks here. Delete empty audio tracks. Okay. I'm going to leave this tail bit on as just that little tail of black at the end, although it's quite long. So actually Control-Alt-V to cut it and just get rid of that bit. That can be my out. And for some reason hitting the up and down key snaps between video clips but doesn't snap between title clips, which is shit. I'm pretty sure if you like it, one of the keys, like hold something, you can snap between them, but I don't remember what it is, so I've got to manually drag it so that I can select that as my endpoint. So there's my titles that come up with the crossfades and the video that comes in. Actually, I don't like that. I don't like the video fading up at the exact same time as the part 14 text, so I'm going to zoom right out, like so. Actually, what I'll do instead is I'll zoom back in, hang on, and I will hit Control A to select everything, and then I will Control click. Oh, I thought that, Alt click. No, that doesn't work. Shift click. Shift click works. Hopefully these transitions aren't, you bitch. And Control A, and then Shift click these away so I don't move them, and then I'm going to move all of this to about halfway, about there. Let's try that. So that happens, then that happens, then that happens. I prefer that. Alright, that's my in. That's my out. And then I'll just zoom out of that so I can see my whole sequence. That's a zoom. So that is going to be like an hour and 20 minutes long, which is much longer than I'd like, to be honest. It'll be good for anyone that wants a video that long, which Some people like long ASMR videos. You see these videos that are like 5 hours of rain, or just like 3 hours of tapping, where someone makes an hour worth of tapping and then just like loops the video a few times. And they get a lot of views, so they must be popular. But people don't seem to like very long ASMR gaming videos. Or maybe it's just mine, I'm not sure. I just don't think I'm very good. And I don't think my content is anywhere near as good as maybe I think it is in my head. I'm just going to go ahead and save that. And then I'll take a little time out before I start the next one. So I've got a total recording time so far of 30 minutes. So I will try and quickly do another one. So let's read in, that's 15. Now, hopefully, changing this title to 15 won't change the title in sequence 14 to 15, which it hasn't. Sometimes you can duplicate title cards and it will change them across the board if you don't do it in the correct manner. Alright, so let's Alt-X that, and we'll zoom in here. Just check the distance to 15. Oh, there we go. And so sequence in sequence 15 it says part 14, so let me just double check that's... Oh, what's happened here? Dear intro copy. That doesn't look right. Just need to take a look at this title. There's something funky going on here. So it looks like there's just a bit of a bug going on here at the moment. Let's just come here, see if we can delete something. Why does it say part 14 here? I don't know. It's kind of messed up. Alright, so let me just make sure that... Yeah, that one's fine. So this one's gone a bit wacky, hasn't it? Let's try opening. Oh shit. Alright, hang on. Let's just close that. I'm just going to delete that one and I'll duplicate the one above it. Because it's just gone a bit old. I'm not happy with it. So hopefully I can just try again here. That doesn't quite look right for some reason. Let's take a look at that kerning. So let's delete that and add this one. Do a cross dissolve there. Just check. It is part 15, but it doesn't look quite right. Okay, so it's only one. It's only one space, not two. And I think it's because I had caps on. So let's delete that. Go back into it again, and delete that, and try again without caps. Okay, that looks much better. And then we'll drag it on rather than double clicking it and overriding it because it's a bit silly. Yeah, the durations look right. And then we want the video to come in at about there. So I'll hit an endpoint there. And we'll default transition that out as well. Maybe just drag that transition, make it a little bit longer. And we'll hide that for now. And get to the beginning of our next part, which is out here. And again, as I said before, I like to use the first frame after the gesture bar disappears, so that's my in. And then let's just see what we've got. It's me running around. Are there any deaths that I can cut out? No, that's me no, that's me going back to bonfire. Okay, so we will F10 that, and then we will delete tracks, empty audio tracks. We'll go back here to the beginning of the clip again, add a default transition, make the video one a little bit longer, see how that looks. Not that good, let's try again. Yeah, I don't want to start waving whilst the text is disappearing. That's okay. Anyway, to the end. Right, next clip. I've done something in the recording settings. The disparity between the recording and the in-game sounds apparently was not large enough, so I changed the settings to try and help. Okay, let me just check what happens at the end of this clip. Something odd. And out there, I think maybe my flatmate came home at this point in the recording, so I paused the recording. Let's check what the gap between these two looks like. I'm not saying anything. Still not saying anything. Okay, so I'm just gonna get rid of that because it's pointless. Add a little cross transition just to make it a bit smoother. And let me take a look. That video looked dodgy. It was dodgy. So let's try and increase the size of this cross dissolve to try and make it a bit smoother. I'm not happy with how it looks currently. It might not work, we'll see now. That's fine, doesn't matter. It's just because a menu popped up. Okay, next. Okay, yeah, so I did stop because my flatmate perhaps saw something outside was making a noise. What's happened here? Just resting at a bonfire, see what my explanation location is here. I don't know. And there's a fire and another siren, so perfect timing. Another siren. Okay, again, this episode is looking. This one's 47 minutes. God damn it. Please end soon. This is me, I've been playing with some pyromancies. Okay, so I seem to be pissing around here and almost getting myself killed and using my Estus. So, yeah, I'm running back to the bonfire again. I might get rid of that bit. Let's see what happens. Yeah. So let's go back here. We'll just lose that whole section. It's not very long, but right, so we'll just stick with that. Please be the boss fight. There we go, okay. We're gonna have a boss fight here. And then we'll say goodbye. Thank God for that. I think this is actually quite a good episode. Mainly because it's a little long. I'd rather it was just like the 40 odd minutes long, but instead, looking at it now, it's ended up being an hour and 4 minutes long, which isn't ideal. What am I? It's just too long, you know. So, I'm just gonna pop this down here, and I'm gonna pop the audio a little bit later because I'm still saying something. I haven't had it cause to sneeze all day, but now I am. But there you go. That's life. Drop that down and that down. Come here. And that can be the out point. That can be the end point. And that one is, what's that? Like an hour and 6 or 7 minutes long. And then I'll just label these Caribbean or Caribbean, so I don't get them confused with the next set of clips when I come back to edit again. Okay, and then I'll minimize that pin. So I've got two sequences here, Dark Souls Part 14 and Dark Souls Part 15. I'll save the project, and then I can prepare to export these 2 episodes. I'll right click it and I will strange. Hang on. I don't know if I'm being stupid, but I can't see the export option. Link, make offline, edit, batch, audio gain, label, timeline. What if I click inside the sequence now? Oh well, anyway, if I select it and do Control E, I get it here. Then I want on my export settings to click match sequence settings. That'll make my aspect correct. Scale to fill, just in case, and then source range, I'm gonna say sequence in and out. And then I'll just export it, which I've started doing. The camera will automatically stop recording, and it doesn't make a sound when it does, and I don't have a viewfinder to look at. I just have to kind of try to remember to check it every now and then, which I obviously don't, because especially when I'm editing I kind of just get lost in it. This was a little different because I was trying to give commentary, and my idea for it was to kind of explain the actions a little bit more, like the functions like J to rewind and L to fast forward, and hitting them multiple times increases the speed at which they do so. I for in, O for out, spacebar, hitting that to stop and start, holding Control and pressing plus and minus to zoom in and out of clips, or if you're in a viewer window, zoom in and out of the video itself. Control Alt V to make cut through everything that the timeline is currently on. I don't know, there's lots of shortcuts, but my kind of plan was to somehow explain what I was looking at and doing, and also explain the actions at the same time. But maybe I'll try and do a video like this again, and kind of try and just get used to narrating what I'm doing a little bit better. I mean, I say that I haven't managed to do it in any of these Dark Souls playthrough videos. I kind of concentrate too much on playing the game and feel that the commentary is probably lacking a fair bit. I know that I don't really have to be super entertaining, but it helps if there is some kind of character in what's being said, some sort of method to the words and the expression, rather than just going, okay, I'm gonna do this now. Oh, this guy's hard to kill. Oh, cool, I killed him. Anyway, next bit, I mean, it's very boring, so it should be great for ASMR, but the kind of sheer volume of content creators that are out there now, the level is so high that if you want people to even watch your videos in the first place, you need to somehow be entertaining and relaxing to the point where people can fall asleep, which, baffles me conceptually. It's not something I think I can probably ever achieve. I've been doing this for 3 years now, and I haven't managed to do it yet, so maybe you've just got it or you don't. I don't know. Not sure. But I like making the videos anyway, so, it feels good to make them. I watch them every day, not my own, but I watch ASMR videos every day. Sometimes I wonder if they're kind of a crutch, and that maybe we shouldn't rely on ASMR videos so much to try and help us to get to sleep. But I know that it seems what ASMR is today isn't what it was a few years ago. A few years ago it was kind of like a group of people that had depression or like really debilitating anxiety or other like anxiety and stress related issues, social like interaction issues and things like that. And you know, they had kind of, we have or have difficult time just kind of functioning like people are supposed to function day to day. And the videos were for help with that. They were, you know, that's what they were for. They weren't flashy with like high quality cameras and microphones and such and sets and collaborations and lighting rigs and stuff. It was like people just trying to help each other out with these relaxing, soothing, calming sounds, voices. And I'm not saying that there's something wrong with what ASMR's become. It's great, I guess. You know, it's grown and quite a few people have managed to make money doing it, which is great if that's, you know, what you want to do. But it, you know, there's nowadays, today you get people that they don't have any problems or issues making ASMR, you know. They're just making it as a business decision because they had a makeup channel that didn't really take off, or they had a vlog channel that wasn't really getting the number of hits they'd like, so they just switched to ASMR. I mean, that's kind of like a huge part of it now, and the people that watch ASMR as well don't seem to watch it for the same reason that we did a few years back. They kind of watch it for entertainment value. They're not even trying to like get to sleep from it or relax or try and like, you know, calm themselves when they're feeling anxious or kind of feel a kind of warmth or happiness when they're depressed. They just kind of watch it for entertainment, which, you know, is odd to me when there's so much more that's out there if you want that kind of thing. Like, it's fine. I mean, it is what it is. It's taken that direction and it's gained popularity and notoriety because it's taken that direction, and people are able to make a living from it because of that direction. And that's fine because the people that want it for the reasons that we wanted it all those years back can still have it for those reasons. I just hope that, like, the really talented, and I'm not speaking about myself because I don't rate myself at all, but there are really talented ASMR artists, if you want to call them that, whisperers, that make really great content, have great soothing voices, fantastic like pacing and tempo, and they just have like a camera phone, you know, or like a cheap camera they got for Christmas one year or something. But they're great, and I hope hope is that as part of this evolution of whisper videos to ASMR and how it's become like a consumer product and a profitable business model, I hope by becoming that, those talented people out there that are making videos with good intentions and really good videos and are really talented aren't being overlooked. And I feel that they are being overlooked. And again, I can't stress this enough, I'm not talking about me. I think I'd probably lose sleep if I had like 30,000 subscribers. It'd keep me awake at night thinking all those people were expecting something from me. I'd hate it. And I don't think my stuff's good. I think it's okay. I don't think it's good enough to garner that kind of popularity, and I wouldn't know what to do with that kind of popularity if I had it. But I see quite a few channels that have got like 1,600 subscribers or 2,000 subscribers, and they're amazing. They're really good, they're really talented. And then I see some of these people and they're just sticking their finger, they're just covering their lips in lip gloss and sticking their fingers in their mouths and like drooling and just wearing bras and panties and rolling around on a bed in front of a camera. And they've got like, 36,000 subscribers, and it's just all fucking pervs. It's just a huge bunch of pervs that are just jerking off. It's just porn on YouTube. That's all it is. It's nothing to do with relaxation, ASMR. Anyway, I'm starting to go down that route of being annoyed and angry and bitter again, so I'll just leave it. There's enough room on the internet for everybody to have a voice and to make content. And some people are going to do things one way, and other people are going to do things other ways. And let's all just learn to live and let live and love one another and not judge, which is something I'm trying to teach myself to do every day, is to not judge other people for their actions and to just try and live my life the way I think is good for me, not for other people. And I like the way I do things with regards to ASMR. And I hope that you like the way I do things with regards to my channel and my content. And I hope that you like this video. And I hope that you're asleep by now. Or just really mellow and relaxed and ready for a nice, calm, relaxed, stress-free sleep. Or a nice, calm, relaxed, stress-free day of whatever it is that you might be doing. And with that being said, I'd like you to take care of yourself and take care of one another and have